guys, Emma here, also known as 8vinyllow, bringing you guys another video. Today's video is going to be a contest entry for Steve Carlson over at Vinyl Community Steve Carlson. Everybody knows Steve in the VC. Steve has just reached his 1,000 subscriber mark, and I'm pretty sure it's probably still going up. Been a little out of the loop here in the VC for the past couple of weeks. I've been super busy with student teaching and getting licensure assessments done and all that fun, boring stuff, probably to you and probably to me too, honestly. But trying to kind of slowly make my way back into VC, get some videos made that I've been kind of holding back on just because of how busy I've been recently. But wanted to do this contest entry for Steve to help celebrate that 1,000 subscriber milestone. That's awesome. Also, keep an eye out on my channel. My channel has just reached 500 subscribers, so I'm planning on doing a contest soon with that. So if that's something that interests you, keep your eye out. But for right now, it's all about Steve, and Steve's contest is fairly easy. What Steve wants us to do is show 5 of our go-to albums. Super easy. I probably don't need to show these albums because I feel like in all of these videos I'm showing my go-to albums with most of my entries, but nonetheless, we're just gonna go through this. I'm sure that most of you by now could probably guess every time I pull an album up what it's going to be. So let's see if you can do it. But I think the first one's going to surprise most of you. This has been a major go-to of mine for the past few months, just with how busy things have been, and kind of I really haven't had time to listen to anything new, or to sit down and really listen. So I've just been kind of replaying the same things over and over again as I'm kind of working on stuff, working through lessons, things like that. One of which is 1982 here, I believe 1982, The Clash's Combat Rock. Amazing album. I don't need to really probably say anything more about this. I'm sure everybody in the VC is familiar with this album, of course. But definitely has been one of my go-tos just probably through the past couple of months, just getting everything squared away and trying to make the days slow down a little bit as I'm working through things. But phenomenal record. Side A, beautiful. So, awesome record. My next go-to, this probably isn't surprising for those of you who are familiar with me or my channel, but of course I have to show Cheap Trick's 1977 self-titled. This is my favorite Cheap Trick album, and I play this probably once or twice a week, to be completely honest. This is a remastered on 180 gram. I also have a couple originals. The Orange Epic label, I have a white label promo, which I'll probably show in future videos, but this is the one that I pulled out because it sounds incredible, and definitely one of my go-to. Favorite song off here probably is Taxman, Mr. Thief. If you are not familiar with that song, or you haven't heard it in a while, please go play it. It's amazing. Every time I listen to it, it just gets better, so Cheap Trick. Alright, we're going to continue here. Because I can't do Cheap Trick just once, I have to do Cheap Trick again. This is Cheap Trick's, and I've shown this plenty of times. This is Cheap Trick's 2016 release, Bang Zoom Crazy Hello. I absolutely love it. For a newer album, it's awesome. It rocks. So if you know Cheap Trick and you're a fan of their stuff and you don't really have any of their newer albums like this one, or a more recent album, We're All Alright, just came out a couple years ago, and they're actually they're actually releasing a new album hopefully soon. I know they have a couple of Record Store Day releases, which I am super excited about. It's great to be a Cheap Trick fan on Record Store Day because there are always releases from them, but I'll probably do a video about that closer to the date. But for now, Bang Zoom Crazy Hello 2016, one of their best albums in my opinion out of all their studio albums. So for it being a newer release and being one of their best, that's kind of saying something. So just my opinion, but this is awesome. I'm sure this is so surprising too. I probably show this every single video I put up, but it is incredible, and I love it. John Mayall's Bluebreakers with Eric Clapton. Classic record. I talk about this so much I probably don't need to talk about it again, but incredible stuff. And last but not least, I need some Rory Gallagher in my life. Here is a 1969 release from Taste, self-titled, my favorite. On the Boards is pretty up there too. I still can't determine whether I like the self-titled or I like On the Boards or second album more. So stay tuned for maybe a future discussion where I might say that On the Boards is the best. I kind of go back and forth between the two, but Taste Self-Titled has been the album out of the two that I've been spinning most, and probably more of my go-to, so that might be saying something in itself, I'm not sure. But anyway, that is what I have for this video. Pretty short video, but again, just wanted to kind of throw up my support for Steve and his 1,000 subs milestone. That is incredible. I hope to be making videos more regularly coming up soon here within the next week or couple weeks. I missed you guys, so it's so great to be back on here, and I will see you all for my next video. Bye guys.